Analyzing PPC data is crucial for making informed adjustments that improve results. By diving into bulk file reports, you can access a wealth of metrics from impressions and clicks to ACOS and ROAS that helps you see what is working, what is not, and where you might need to optimize further. These insights will guide you on which campaigns to scale, where to adjust bids, and even which ads to pause if they are not delivering profitable results. In this video, I will walk you through reading and interpreting the key metrics in your bulk file reports. Let's dive into understanding your PPC data and using it to improve campaigns results. For that, let's jump right into my laptop screen where we will be using the same bulk file sample I already shared with you. I will be also linking the report just in the description so you can analyze the data, dummy data right here. So just to get started again, you have two sort of data sets available within the bulk files. One is at a targeting level, second one is search term level. So firstly, let's get started how to interpret the targeting level data. For that, you will be going into either sponsor product, sponsor brands, or sponsor brand multi-ad group campaigns. Firstly, once you are here, right at the end of the bulk file, right here, you can see all of the key super important and gold worth data here. You will see against a campaign, you can see all of the specific impressions for this campaign, clicks, click-through rate, spend, sales, orders, units, conversion, ACOS, CPC, and ROAS. Moving forward for the bidding adjustments, you will see the same metrics but at a bidding adjustment level. Here you will also see at a campaign negative, obviously not relevant for the data sets, ad group, product ad, and product targeting ad level. Just to get started, how to interpret this data. For example, we will start by filtering out the specific campaign we will be looking the data for. For that, let's go into the campaign name column in here. I will be selecting few of the campaigns. Now, selecting the campaigns is super important because this is where you will set the tone of your analysis. Firstly, if you want to analyze the data for the seasonal campaigns, it would be different from analyzing the campaigns where you're trying to rank, or maybe it would be different for the keywords that are just struggling and you're trying it and you're giving them a last try. So let's filter out the data for the few of the campaigns. I will keep 5 campaigns for this purpose. Let me go with these 5. Okay. Now here you have all of data scattered here and there. But before that, I will be applying a filter at entity again. But this time around, I will be choosing just the campaign. So to start analyzing these 5 campaigns, our first step is to get an understanding how each campaign is performing. So we will be starting from a Hawkeye, and then we will be deep diving what exactly issues are for a specific campaign. And then in our next video, we will be covering about how you can work on those bid optimization and all that stuff. But this video, we will be sticking to how to analyze the data. Going forward, you can see here all of the data sets we just discussed. For example, start identifying what are the key metrics that are messed up for each of the campaign. Firstly, let's see the clicks and click-through rate as compared to impressions. For the first campaign, we can see that we have really good impressions in the last 30 days. We have clicks that are very low when compared to impressions and that are visible in our click-through rate. Our normal click-through rate if for this account is 0.50, 0.60. For this one, this is very low. So we will deep dive why this metric is low. But before that, let's analyze rest of the stuff. The ACOS is also on a slightly higher end. So we will analyze that as well. Secondly, this CTR is also really bad. It should be around 0.3, 0.4. But ACOS here is fine. So we will not really worry about that. But here, see 178% ACOS. We will bold this one as well. We will work on that. And here click-through rate for the rest are just fine. So we will skip this. By this, we know that at each campaign level, what are the metrics that are not working well. First, for the first 2 campaigns, our CTR is really bad. We will deep dive what are the reasons for that. And for 2 of the campaigns, our ACOS is on a slightly higher end. For the one, it is really high. For the one, it is on a slightly higher end. Let's deep dive what could be the causes. So now we have a hawkeye at a campaign level, but we really want to deep dive into it at a second level. That would be at a placement level, how our placements are performing. For that, I will include the placements right from here. So I will check bidding adjustment here. Now I have breakdown of these 700k impressions at each placement level, and you can see the placements here: rest of search, product pages, and top of search. Normally when it comes to CTR, the product pages are the worst performers. So whenever the CTR is low, normally it would be some issues that your ad is showing at a wrong placement, or maybe product pages showing tons of impressions but no clicks at all. But let's see in this case, because we bolded this one, so we will be seeing what is the breakdown of this. So I can clearly see that for the rest of search, very good CTR around 1%. For the top of search, super good CTR but really low impressions. I mean, for this one, if I want to improve the CTR, if the CTR is main aim, then I will be boosting this top of search obviously. But here I will further deep dive into this issue. I will yellow label this. Now coming to the ACOS. With ACOS, you can see for the rest of the search, this is the rest of search, the ACOS is 28%. I would say pretty good. Then secondly, for the top of search, it is 25%. Still very good. But look at the product pages. Product pages now are the offender for this campaign's bad performing, as you can see it right from here. Now, as you move one step below, you have a clear overview which placements are not working well for this campaign. For that, you can just simply optimize the bids for this placement, or maybe test lower bids for this one, or maybe improve your main image so it relates to the products it is showing. So there are different strategies you can do with this. But for the moment, we know that this is the offender. Now moving forward, this one is also bolded. That means the CTR was very low. Make sure that you're looking at a correct bidding adjustments by following this campaign names. Okay, this is correct. Moving forward, you can see here what is the offender. Again, the biggest offender is our product pages here. It is super low, so I will mark it again yellow. So top of search is good, rest of search is also good, but the impressions are super low. So ideally I would want my ads to show at top of search and rest of search, and not only at the product pages. But obviously product pages are important, but more importantly rest of search and top of search. So this gives me a hint that this needs some placement modifications here. Now moving forward to the ACOS of this one. Do we have some ACOS issues? No, we do not have any ACOS issues. So we are fine. Then getting to the next level, that is the 178% ACOS. So let's see what are the placements for this one. Top, pages, and rest of search. So here you can see that top of search, not here. The product pages again are yielding 74 clicks, 222 clicks from rest of search. Is this justifiable with the ACOS it has? No. So here you can see that top of search and rest of search is not performing not performing at all for this one. So not actually, only the rest of search is not performing, and top of search only have how many clicks? 56. Yes. So that means there is some issues with this one. So we will deep dive into it at a one step ahead, because clicks are super high for all of the three, but ACOS is not good for all of the three. So I will mark these as yellow. Now for the first two, you know that the bidding adjustment is the issue maker here. But for the next one, because all of the placements are performing the same way, that is a bad way. So we will have to go one step more deeper, and that would be at a targeting level of keyword or product targeting, whatever we are doing. So now we have solved two cases where we can take our actions. Let's deep dive into the third one. The third one is keyword and product targeting. I will apply this filter, and then again I will make sure that for these campaigns we are showing in the correct sequence. Yeah, we are showing in the correct sequence. So because we have sorted the rest, we will focus on why this campaign specifically is yielding the bad results. For that, we will see what is the ACOS for each of the keyword. You can see most of the keywords have zero ACOS. Let's see the clicks. Okay, most of the keywords have low clicks, but this one 74 with 3 orders. That means this is the offender. So you can clearly see this one has the highest clicks, not highest, second highest. This one has, these two keywords are getting clicks, but here you can see the ACOS is super high. So now you know the offender exactly from where this high ACOS is coming from. So I will probably pause these keywords because ACOS is super high, but you can take your actions as well according to the strategy you're following. Now let's see few of the other cases where you might need the further data analysis within this. For example, if the impressions are super low, you deep dived into it, you've noticed that the impressions are not coming from these 3 keywords actually. Let me mark it by yellow, orange. So these 3 keywords or even more keywords as well are not yielding any impressions at all, or these are super low comparing the last 30 days data. Now to analyze this, you will be seeing why these keywords are not yielding any impressions at all. For that, you can go around with the bids, you can check the CPCs, and you can adjust them accordingly. For that, you will see 1 impression only. What is our CPC? No clicks at all. What is our bid? You can check the bid. We are bidding 0.53. For me, this is low because rest of the keywords I can clearly see 0.7 to 0.81 is the bid we go with. But there is a second chance that this keyword have a really low search volume. For that, you have to just cross check both of the things, that this keyword, if this keyword have a good search volume, then probably I would want the bid to be on a higher end. But I will increase the bid slowly, see if impressions comes in, and then make the actions accordingly. Let's see these 3 cases here. These 3 cases, clicks, almost no clicks at all. And here you can see which are the 3. Let's see the CPCs again. Bids again. So these are the 3 keywords we are just looking at. Now here you can see the bid for this keyword. These 2 keywords are really low. This can be because these were not performing well, that is why we lowered. But if you know the optimization, you are doing the optimization regularly, so you can make the changes accordingly. With this, you can clearly see how these bulk sheets data can really help you deep diving the exact root cause of why your campaigns are not delivering. It is not just like you're looking at the campaigns, staring at those numbers, that why a cost is not getting low. It is analyzing the data, taking actions based on that we will be again covering in the next video, and then your cost will slightly start improving. Now another thing we can do here is we can clearly, because we are at a keyword level, so I will clear out few of the filters. So I will come to the keyword level only. Here I will apply the filter. I will include all of the campaigns, whatever at all the campaigns, but this time around I just want to analyze one portfolio. For example, portfolio 1 only. So let's go with this one, apply the filter. Okay, so now we have all these keywords running within a portfolio, but before we move forward, we will be applying one other filter, that would be state of the keyword. So R, S and T column, we will be keeping just the enabled ones, not the paused one. We just want to see the campaigns that are enabled, the ad groups that are enabled, and the keywords that are in enabled state. Here we are just looking at all those keywords that are active. Now again, using the data, you can do a lot of stuff. Firstly, you can see the click-through rates. Again, do the reverse engineering why click-through rate is low. Or maybe the most favorite part of the optimization is why the cost is high. So for that, you can firstly go with you can bucket the keywords. You can go with a 0 orders. Here you can see all of these keywords with a lot of clicks and no orders. For that, you can again filter out based on the clicks greater than 15 maybe. So these are the keywords that have really high clicks but no orders at all. So you can see, let's see what is the sum. Is it visible? So okay, so now you can see $204 within last 30 days wasted on the ad keywords that are simply not yielding any results at all. You can mark those as red, and then you can obviously take decision on those. Either you want to pause those or want to test those with the lower bids or want to test those in the dedicated campaigns. That is all up to your strategy. Now moving forward to the next part, that is ACOS greater than 35%. So these are or let's go with 50%. These are absolute loss makers. Just like zero clicks, these are not making you any money at all. So these are again red labeled keywords as well, and those have a lot of clicks as well. Again, now you can see that you spent around $500 on these keywords and they just yielded $500 in return. So just 100% ACOS, you can imagine. So you can quickly optimize these as well based on the data. And then again, you can also see which of the keywords are performing well based on the ACOS, and you can improve the CPCs for those. You can use a lot of different data tools here. For example, one of my favorite one is let's clear all the filters, or not all, just clear the ACOS filter. I will keep the clicks. Now another one is to see for the good performing keyword, what is the CPC to ACOS, what is the CPC to bid ratio. For example, if your CPC is really close to your bid and your keyword is performing well, that means you can improve on that keyword by increasing your bid. For example, let's get into this exercise. Again, I will hide all the zero order keywords because we just want the good performing ones. I will filter those by ACOS less than 25% for this purpose, because I just really want the good performing keywords. Here you can see all of these keywords have good clicks and really good sales as well. For to see the results, we spent around 1300 on these keywords and they yielded us back around 6000 in the sales. So I really want to see the CPCs versus the bid comparison on this one. So for that, you can apply a simple formula here, equals to what is the CPC minus what is your bid. So that tells you that you are really close to your bid. For example, let me scroll these down. So now you can see that for all these good performing keywords, for almost most of the keywords, just other than this one or this one, just other than this one and this one, you're really close to your bids, or even in some cases less than those bids. So for that, I would want all of the bids where I'm really close to my CPC. I will increase those by 0.05 cents or maybe 0.1 cent, so that I give those keywords enough room. So using data, you can do, I would say, hundreds of other things with this data. But we will not go much deep dive into this because this video is already going to be super lengthy. Last thing, we will be covering the sponsored product search term reports. This is where you can use the data and for the actual search terms. Again, here you can filter out based on a lot of data sets available here. Maybe you want to see which of the search terms are performing well. You can sort those here. I will do, for example, one of the use case for this search terms are we can really get the high volume keywords that might be some of the other tools won't be able to show us. For example, I will sort this by impression Z2A, and now you can see all of the search terms right till here that have in the last 10 days that have really good search volume sort of thing, or maybe impressions you can say. And then here you can see, filter those by ACOS, see which of the keywords are yielding good ACOS. You can group those by the roots, and keywords would be visible right here. For example, you can group those by roots, you can add those into your listing, and maybe create new campaigns using all this data. And then also you can also sort by ACOS high to low, and all of these keywords above maybe 35%, these can straight away go into your negative keyword list, because these are the keywords that yielded the worst performance within this all search term. So you can add those into the negative search, to the negative targeting, as we covered in the previous videos. But obviously you want to filter those by clicks. And then there are obviously endless opportunities. Okay, so you have now seen how to use bulk file data to analyze PPC performance efficiently. By interpreting metrics like impressions, conversion rates, ROAS, ACOS across search terms and targeting level, you are able to identify specific opportunities of refinement. If this video helped clarify the process of analyzing PPC data, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out any of our upcoming episodes, because in our next video we will be diving right into the bid optimization strategies based on the data analysis we have just learned using the bulk files. See you in the next episode.